Hello, my name is Richard Brown, and I am the Director of Tech Career Pathways and Apprenticeships with Knox Street Studios, and this is TechBridge. TechBridge is a space where we work with the community and we try to get them to be more tech savvy. Give them tools, give them information, and give them actual training as it relates to technical coding, websites, databases, etc. So today, what our focus is going to be is databases. In particular, what I want to do is I want to drill down into one or two websites. And this website can give you lots and lots of information, not just for parents, but also for kids, especially as we start to stay in a space where we can't necessarily get out and move around in the world. So the website that we're going to be looking at primarily is Hoopla. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, Hoopla. And we're going to be looking at multiple pieces of resources that you can get on that website. All right, so let's dive right in. So now that we are here at the A start page, the Google web search, and I want to type in Durham Public School System. All right, and you see that the DPS popped up. I am going to click on Durham Public School homepage. I am then going to click on Students. And I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on Hoopla. So what I'm doing here is anytime because I'm already logged in, I know what it looks like. But as someone who may not be logged in, let's walk through what that looks like as well. All right, so we're back here at Hoopla. All right, so the first thing it looks like it's asking for is your location. Depending on if you want them to know, they want to know where you are, who's using their resources. So this is the email and password that you'll need to set up. But notice that you can browse titles. You also can access this from your Apple TV, your Android device, or your Amazon Fire Stick. All really cool. So there's multiple ways you can get at this information. I'm already logged in, so I'm going to leave all that alone. So now there's two things I want to show you next. So the first is settings. Settings shows how you're logged in. I'm logged in under my email. You can receive emails and you can turn off kid mode. And we'll do that once or twice. If you know what you're looking for, then you type it into everything in the bar. In particular, so you can get audiobooks through Hoopla, you can get movies, you can get music, comics, ebooks, and television. So let's say you wanted, if you knew there was a piece of music that you wanted, let's say we will go with Drake. Drake will pop up. And you can borrow any of these songs if they are available. I'm sorry, these are not just songs. These are some of Drake's albums, right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to walk through some of the browsing pieces, because remember our focus is to drill down in the Hoopla, and I talked about this as databases. So one of the things that I like to do when I start to engage with databases is I try to understand, well, how big is the database? And so browsing through some of these will give you a sense about how big these databases are. So let's start with the audiobooks. And what you see is it's based on, you can do it based on category. You can do it based on release date, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Also note that in any of these areas, you can click on kids, and what it'll do, it'll narrow it down and give you just what the Hoopla database considers kid-friendly information. So, Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe, great book. I read it with my kids. The Magic School Bus, very cool. All right, so now let's quickly move over to movies. Let's come off of kids for a second. Let's refresh that. And again, this is based on what's popular, categories, release date. You know, there are multiple ways you can engage with this particular database based on kind of what you're looking for. But as you see, there's over 13,000 records. So there's quite a bit of movies that you can kind of look through and figure out if this is something that you're interested in either sharing with your children, significant other, etc. The Founder, that movie was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. All right, so we looked at music, but I will click on it again. Let's see, I am not in kids mode. And let's also look under, let's drill down into music one more and start to look at some of the categories. And so what you see under the categories, again, chart toppers, children's, country, hip hop, right? So there's Drake again. Yeah, Post, Beastie Boys, Dr. Dre, et cetera, et cetera. Again, you can filter via language. You can filter via format and release date. Ebooks is, again, very similar. Let's look at the categories because that's helpful. So you can go adult fiction, health, you can go books for bedtime, you can go crafts and hobby, cooking, computers, comics and graphic novels. I mean, there's a lot. Homeschool with Hoopla, okay? Humor, law, self-help. So let's click on self-help. Let's scroll down. All right, so let's say that I wanted to borrow 13 things mentally strong people do. Then what you do is you click on this button right here. It's going to say read. I'm sorry, it's going to say borrow. When you click on it, it'll change and say read. And then you click on it one more time when you say read, and then you have the book right in front of you. It'll tell you how many pages you're on. You can save the page right here. You can go through your chapters. You can also see your bookmarks. You can make the text big. You can switch it to like you're reading at night. You can justify it. There's quite a few different formats you can do. And remember, you can do this on your phone, tablet, desktop, or laptop. And I think I will just touch on TV and show you some of the pieces there. And so you can go Emmy winners, I should say, or the Cartoon Network, action adventure. So again, there's, so let's just click on browse all TV. So you see here that the database for this is much smaller than the books. It's only 6. But you can start to get a feel for using this tool, how big the database is and what resources are there for you to take advantage of. All right, so the action items for this particular one is to log on, borrow either a movie, music, ebook, and comment to me, email me and say, hey, Richard, this is what I got. Let me know what you think about it. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tech Bridge. I'll see you soon.